Shoot. Dreamer's 1 for 4 today. Let's see. We're gonna work them up by the minutes. The golden age of animation.
On an uncle's house because my parents were at home trying to, I don't know, fix their marriage or something. And it's 4:30 p.m. and I flip through the channels to land on Cartoon Network and find Teen Titans in its final season 5, episode 6, specifically the part where Raven has to spend time with Melvin, Timmy, and Teether and bring them away from the clutches of the Brotherhood of Evil. But along their journey, she bonds with the kids, and by the end of the episode, she's protecting them and spending so much time learning of their childish ignorance and innocence that she truly cares for them. Then after that episode is done, my aunt comes and flips the channel to
Raven's
Nickelodeon,
is W.
and I see Avatar: The Last Airbender on screen. Episode 17 specifically, where the gang goes to the Northern Air Temple, and eventually Aang just kind of invites the Fire Nation army to arrive at the temple, and using the tools of the modernized Air Temple, Team Avatar, with the help of some of the adapted airbenders, take down the Fire Nation squad and protect the temple. For the rest of the night, I just flip back to the Cartoon Network channel and find a random episode of the show called Dragon Ball Z to fall asleep.
This dude's memory is crazy.
Next morning, I wake up and eat some oatmeal cream pies with my papa.
Oatmeal cream pies are the best. Oh my goodness. Yo, you freaking, what is it called?
To fall asleep to.
Hold on,
back
we gotta
when
look
my
at them one more
bedtime
time.
was 8 o'clock. Next morning,
Show
I wake
it.
up and eat some
Show the stupid oatmeal cream pie.
oatmeal cream.
Yo, you wake up, you getting ready to go to school, and your mom take you to the gas station. You know, usually I was a bus rider, but like every now and then my mom would take me to school in the car. Back in elementary school. Yo, you went to the gas station, got one of these. Oh my goodness, your day was so good. I be getting cream pies all the time. We talking about the food, right? Right.
Cream pies with my papa and go the rest of the day doing some stupid kid shit. When my mom comes to pick me up, my cousin tells me about a show airing that night on something called Adult Swim called The Boondocks. And as a 2-year-old,
I wasn't riding no short bus.
No earthly idea what the fuck he was talking about. But thinking back to that very moment now, I realized that during those years, specifically from like 04 to 2010, I was witness to the single greatest era of television and arguably the last 25 years.
Look up.
You see, today I want to tell you a little tale
Cars so mid?
about the rise
I don't think so.
of animated
Cars 2 was though.
Wait a second, the beginning of the rise actually starts way before 2004, so let me take you to the back of the bus because we're going back to
He's taking us back to the back of the
Why,
bus.
you may ask? Because it's in 37 where we see the first steps of the future animation uprising that we are witness to. January 9th, 1937, the first solo Donald Duck cartoon, Don Donald, premieres, produced by Walt Disney Productions. Walt Disney would premiere an animated film, short, or show every single month until December 21st, when Disney's
Which one came first out of the Mickey Mouse crew?
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Was it Donald?
It became a box office hit. Disney would ride this moment for... I have to take this. Sorry. Hello?
Mickey Mouse? Oh, okay.
You talking to me? Caleb?
Yo, I want that Itachi figurine so bad, but I know those things cost like $200. And people call me rich.
That's right. All those people of all different ages who got Snow White to its smashing box office success were now fighting Nazis. So of course, when they came back from the war, the economy was booming. Disney was struggling, however, and had reverted back to a life living off of shorts like Steamboat Willie. It would be a while until Disney would see their next smash hit, but they eventually did with 101 Dalmatians in 1961. Now yes, I'm skipping over some things, but the main thing to understand is, despite the fact that the audience for Snow White was more diverse than cartoons that we would later see, it was still mainly children, and as a result of that, when those children grew up over time and eventually got drafted in the World War, when they came back from the war, they attributed Snow White, and as a result Disney, and as a larger result animation, to being something of their past, something of their childhood. Now yes, this is an oversimplification, but it makes sense considering the fact that at this time in history, there's a gap from when most people watched Snow White and when whenever they came back from the war or they got out of recession, whichever hit you first as a 1940s American. So Disney started to be attributed to something of their past. And with the introduction of the Flintstones, Top Cat, and the Jetsons coming around this time, clearly aimed at children.
Dang, these shows were made a long time ago.
Featured films and just marketing starting to shift towards the children of the American nuclear families of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Animation would remain something only consumed in your childhood before you'd graduate to real cinema, like Birth of a Nation. A lot of this would shift once again, however, when more CGI integrated movies would air, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which would help blend the animated characters of people's childhood and the quote real life entertainment of the late 80s and 90s. Animation would continue to grow, and Disney would also continue to dominate with basically just a kids market
film?
Until the mid 90s.
I'm trying to see if I don't think I remember watching it.
Now this is strictly my personal theory because I couldn't find much to actually back this up as fact. But with Pixar's first ever movie being such a smashing success, even yes, just with the children market, in the fucking Toy Story, and going on to be nominated for an Academy Award for storytelling, this was the first domino to show that animation would start being respected and potentially be the avenue for more diverse stories to be told within the coming decade. As Pixar would continue to release smash hit after smash
2006,
all garnering critical acclaim, more studios and networks
Ratatouille is so fire.
Animated projects with DreamWorks Studios, Paramount
Cars
Animation,
Pixar carries,
and Cartoon Network doubling down on new animation projects that actually told stories that didn't just have to be digestible for children.
Bro, if there was no Mater in Cars, the Cars would have
Japanese
not been
that
nothing.
Licensing deals and got redubbed in the West, like Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, and the previously highest grossing animated film ever of Spirited Away. And the world of animation was beginning to lose its label of 13 and under, and it was beginning to gain the label of just being the best shows on television.
Cook up.
In just the years 2004, 5, and 6.
Hold on, let's go back real quick. I want to see if
best shows on television at the time. In just the years 2000.
Okay, I watched this. I watched the other Yu-Gi-Oh, like the original one. Shrek, most definitely. I haven't watched. Well, we just technically watched some of that, but like watching, I most definitely watched this Shrek and Incredibles. Nanny Phantom, I didn't remember Nickelodeon's freaking thing. Madagascar, watched it. American Dad, hell yeah. Bro, I watched American Dad when I was young, was a thing. Like, I knew most of the stuff. 4, yeah, 4. Oh, you're 4 and 8? What about this? What you got here? I watched all these except for... I watched this, I'm pretty sure. I was scared of this. I didn't watch these two, so I'm like 6 and 8. 5 and 8? Okay.
Popular and praised shows and movies.
Happy Feet was so good in the movie theaters. No, this isn't weak, bro. Happy Feet, freaking, oh my goodness. Cars.
Like American Dad, Robot
Chicken, 4, you watch all of them? I didn't.
The Incredibles, Madagascar, Chicken Little, The Boondocks, Over the Hedge, Cars, Justice League Unlimited, The Polar Express.
The Polar Express, hell yeah.
And Danny Phantom all premiered. That's a list of some of the most highly remembered,
Cardiac Nose,
universally loved, and just diverse works of animation in the last 2 decades. All premiering within the first 3 years of this era. With art like this coming out and the creation of Toonami and Toonzai, shout out to CW, introducing Western audiences to more diverse stories through the medium of anime.
That was more like a show you had to watch when you were little. That's what I watched.
Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Sonic, and a lot more. This led to a new wave of kids growing up on animation like no generation has ever seen before. And because of its complete and utter dominance on just the kid industry, eventually even parents and critics began to realize the brilliance of shows like Samurai Jack, Incredibles, Kung Fu Panda, Star Wars The Clone Wars, Avatar The Last Airbender, and so many more other shows and movies that have stood the test of time and become masterpieces of a generation built through animation. This era would last until the time of novel adaptations would come.
Yo, Hunger Games, the first one was good, but all the other ones sucked. I got annoyed.
In a time period
that was one series that I loved.
But have you read the novels? And yeah, animation wouldn't be the same again until 2013 when a little show called Rick and Morty was released. But we can always talk about that next month. In the meantime, watch my other videos, including this one on Chainsaw Man and my series called One Unchained Moment, where I basically have a series going on with a bunch of other Andy-tubers and YouTubers YouTubers that participated in talking about one of our favorite returning manga and anime that will be premiering later this year in Chainsaw Man. Also, check out my other videos if you enjoy. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch y'all guys later. Peace.
Is this that one dude that you interact with on Twitter? I seen that profile picture, and I think I clicked on his link last night. This is him. Wow. That was awesome. You in the comments? Where's Dreamer? Oh, you ain't in here. Oh, yeah, there you are. Ah, look at him. We found the GOAT 6 months ago. Dang, this boy been in his bag. Subscribe. All right. Oh. Homie, I wonder who wrote it. Oh shit. Oh, take, pray them niggas go. Hey, oh, we sell the clowns around. It look like circus show. Like, this is not the album either. These are just a dough.